Hi everyone, welcome back to another sewing tutorial. Today I am going to be showing you how we can make these really cute padded letters. So here we can see we've got all different letters in all different colours and mine are all coordinating and matching. These padded letters are a really great beginner project. They are so easy to make. They can easily be made using scraps that you've got left from other projects, and you can get really creative and create them in some really funky colours. I've made mine coordinating, so my material at the front matches the colour felt that I've used at the back. You don't need to do that. You can do them in whichever colour you like. That's the beauty of them. Let's take a look at the supplies we're going to need to make the padded letters. Here I've got a letter template, so I'm just going to make the letter L for this tutorial. So I've got a 10cm letter that I've cut out, and that's what I'm going to use for my template. Then I have 4 sections to my letters. So I have the top material, so mine's got stars on. Then I have some fusible interfacing. Then we have some wadding. Then I have the piece of felt that I'm going to place at the back. I've also got a piece of coordinating ribbon, and this is so we can just pop the ribbon in the top, and that will allow you to hang your padded letters on a banner to make a name or happy birthday, happy anniversary, something like that. So that's a great way of turning them into hanging letters. I'm going to be using a material pen to draw around my letter. Then I have some pinking shears, and I also have some plain material scissors. I've got my heat press mat, and I've got a mini heat press. That's what I'm going to use to attach the fusible interfacing to the material. And that's the first thing that we need to do. Take the piece of material and then place the interfacing on the back. Then taking your heat press or iron or whatever you're using, then we're just going to press the fusible interfacing onto the back of the material, and this is just going to prevent the material from crinkling up when we come to sewing it. Once we've attached the interfacing, take the letter and place it on the front, and we're going to draw around it. I'm using a fabric pen, but you can use tailor's chalk or whatever you prefer to use. And then we're just going to draw around the letter. I have cut the material to be larger because that's going to allow us to cut around the letter and get the lovely effect that we want. Once we've drawn around it, we're going to then pop that on top of the felt and the wadding. Now's the time that we need to line up as well if we are adding some ribbon. And I'm going to add my ribbon between the felt at the back and the wadding. That's just in case the material you use at the front is quite thin. You don't want to see the ribbon through it. So that's why I'm popping mine at the back. And I'm just going to place it on there. And I just want to position it so it goes in the centre of my letter. And we just need it up enough so that we can thread it through some string or wool or twine or whatever we're going to use if we was to make these hanging letters. Then when we're happy, I'm just going to take some glass head pins and I'm just going to secure that in place, and I'm going to secure the rest of the letter as well because we don't want it moving whilst we're sewing. Once you've prepared the letter and the material, we're now ready to start sewing. I'm just going to take the material over to the sewing machine and place it under the presser foot. I am going to start with a back stitch at the start and the end, and I'm using white thread today, but you could use coordinating colour of thread to match your material if you wanted to. And I'm just going to do a straight stitch on the shortest stitch length. Now all the letters being stitched, we can remove that from our machine. Then using our material scissors, I'm just going to trim away the thread tails from the back and front. Then I'm now going to remove the pins. Now that's done, I'm just going to take my Easy Press Mini again, and I'm just going to run that over the top of the material, and that's going to remove any of my pen marks as we don't want those left behind. Now taking the scissors, we're now ready to cut around the edge. So I'm going to use the pinking shears, and I'm going to cut quite close to the thread, but without cutting through the thread because that would be a bit of a disaster. And we're just going to carefully cut along, and this is just going to give your letters a really cute finish. Then now we've got to the top, we need to be careful because we don't want to cut off the ribbon that we've left behind. So to do that, I part the material and I'm going to push the ribbon and the felt down towards the back, and I'm going to trim the front piece of the material first, and then I'm going to go back now, and then I'm going to pull the ribbon piece forward, and I'm just going to trim along the felt. Then now we can just carry on cutting the letters as we were. and once you've trimmed off all the excess material, you've now got a lovely finish, a lovely pretty edge, and you have now made a really cute padded letter. I really love making these cute padded letters. They're really quick and easy to make. You can make them using any scraps of material. You can get really creative with the colours that you would like to make, and you can make them to say any name, happy birthday, happy anniversary, get well soon. They look fantastic in kids' bedrooms, so you really can get creative, have lots of fun, and it's also a really great beginner's project. I will link down in the description all the supplies that I've used today in case you would like to take a look. Thank you ever so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.